The search continues this afternoon for a missing Sauk County teen who hasn't been seen in days. Plus, former President Trump is speaking out following a historic arraignment in connection to his handling of government documents. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in. Breaking at this hour. Watertown police are confirming a plane crashed near Brant Quirk Park. Our crew's on the scene that tells us the entire park is taped off. Police are saying that there is extensive investigation underway, and we'll be getting the public more information very soon. A number of agencies are responding to the scene, along with FAA investigators. A resident nearby telling us that they heard a crash that shook their whole house and saw black plumes rising into the sky this morning. We'll have more updates as soon as we get them. It's a live shot of that plane crash in the Watertown area. As we say, we'll have more information as we get them and updates all day long on channel3000.com. Well, right now, the search continues for a Sauk County teen in Devil's Lake State Park. 13-year-old James Yabluski has been missing since Sunday night. That's when his family says he left home in a family vehicle. The vehicle was found abandoned along Highway 12 near the Baraboo Bluffs on Monday. Sauk County Emergency Director Jed Seidel told News 3 Now that the terrain near the park is extremely challenging to navigate because of the dense foliage and steep hills. A Monroe School District staff member has been charged with sexually assaulting a child. Andrew Swanston appeared in court today on federal charges of first-degree child sexual assault with a child under 12 years old. According to the school superintendent, Swanston had been employed as a high school support staff with the Monroe School District since November of 2021. The superintendent also says the incident did not happen at school and is not school-related. According to court filings, Swanston remains behind bars as of this afternoon. New at noon, a neighborhood on Atwood Avenue had to be evacuated this morning because of a gas leak. The leak was reported around 7:30 in the 3800 block. Firefighters say it was caused by construction work being done in the area. They evacuated a 300-foot radius while MG&E crews worked to contain the leak. Let's head out to the weather patio. Meteorologist Jacob Madison is here with our first warn forecast, and getting a little cloudy again out there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we are seeing some more wildfire smoke across our area. There is an air quality alert in effect for central and northwestern Wisconsin, and this will stay in effect until noon tomorrow. Now, Madison and the rest of southern Wisconsin, they are not under a air quality alert, but we are still seeing some hazy conditions across our area. Now, it's a little hard to see, but if we look towards Minneapolis and Wausau, that gray you're seeing, that is the wildfire smoke. The white you're seeing over Lake Michigan, that's cloud cover, but the wildfire smoke is coming in from the north and is expected to continue across really all of Wisconsin. And I wouldn't be surprised if southern Wisconsin gets upgraded to an air quality alert, especially during the overnight hours, because the smoke could get pretty bad. And although it may get a little bit better for Friday, we are still expecting to see some moderate to heavy smoke. And because those winds are coming out of the north, it's going to continuously bring some smoke from those Canadian wildfires across our area. So we're certainly not out of the woods yet. But as far as temperatures, you know, they're very nice. 74 right now in Madison, lower 80s further west, 82 in Boscobel, that's the hot spot, but 60s closer to Lake Michigan. And that's because a lake breeze has been blowing all the way out to Jefferson County. So a lot of places near the lake are certainly a lot cooler. Taking a look at the wind speeds, pretty calm right now, but it is out of the north, which is what is bringing that wildfire smoke into our area. Throughout the afternoon, temperatures will be warmer. Highs will likely get into the lower 80s here in Madison. We'll see partly sunny skies. Unfortunately, we'll see the hazy weather, and there's a small chance of a thunderstorm, but otherwise, we are going to remain mostly dry. And that's an unfortunate thing, considering although we did get the rainfall, we really didn't get a lot of it. And as a whole, we are going to remain dry, but we're also going to we're going to continue to get hot, and I'll have more details on that coming up later in the show.
All right, we'll check back, Jacob. Thank you. Following his historic arraignment on federal charges related to his alleged mishandling of U.S. national security secrets, former President Trump told a crowd of supporters that he had every right to have the documents. Christian Benavides has the details.
More importantly, it's a political persecution like something straight out of a fascist or a communist nation?
Speaking to supporters in New Jersey hours after he pleaded not guilty in a Florida courtroom to 37 felony counts, former President Donald Trump called the federal charges against him fake and suggested outgoing presidents can take with them any records they want.
Under the Presidential Records Act, which is civil, not criminal, I had every right to have these documents.
Legal experts tell CBS News the act draws a distinction between personal and presidential records, requiring all official records to be turned over. This is the first time the Justice Department has ever charged a former president with a crime. Those charges include allegedly retaining classified documents illegally and trying to hide them from Justice Department investigators after receiving a subpoena.
You really could be seeing serious jail time if he is convicted.
Fellow GOP presidential hopefuls reacted to the indictment.
I can't defend what is alleged, but the former president has a right to his day in court.
I don't think that most Republicans support the conduct that's detailed in that indictment. It's reckless. It's harmful to American national security.
Trump promised to appoint a special prosecutor to go after President Biden and his family if Trump wins back the White House. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
And the judge said that Trump is now barred from talking to Walt Nuta, his co-defendant and aide, about the case. He was also told to not engage with potential witnesses. And since many of those witnesses work for Trump, enforcing that order could be difficult. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke to a Chinese state council and a foreign minister ahead of his upcoming visit to China. According to a ministry statement, there are new difficulties and challenges with China-U.S. relations. In a separate statement from the U.S. State Department, a spokesperson said Blinken discussed the importance of maintaining open lines of communication to avoid conflict. Blinken is expected to travel to China this weekend. Well, according to a new report from the Brennan Center for Justice, more expansive voting laws were passed in the first 5 months of this year than both restrictive and election interference laws. The report shows through May, at least 13 states enacted 19 expansive laws that make it easier to vote, while in contrast, at least 11 states have enacted 13 restrictive voting laws. Those actions include curbing access to mail voting and implementing stricter photo ID requirements for voter registration or in-person voting. Prosecutors investigating the Rust movie set shooting say they will soon decide whether to refile charges against Alec Baldwin. The special prosecutor said in a recent court filing, a final decision on whether to charge the actor will be made before August 8th. Prosecutors temporarily dismissed involuntary manslaughter charges against Baldwin back in April. The gun and broken sear were sent to the state's independent expert for further testing. If it's determined the gun did not malfunction, Baldwin could face charges again. And a first warrant traffic note for you this week. Part of East Washington Avenue in downtown Madison will be closed for construction this Friday. It's part of the Blair Street Corridor reconstruction project. Westbound lanes will close, but eastbound lanes will remain open. The closure will last around 6 hours beginning at 9 a.m. Detour signs will be posted. Drivers can use South Blair, East Main, and South Franklin streets. The full project will wrap up this fall. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. The latest on inflation, and check fraud is on the rise again. Details coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Are you over 60 and want to learn the ins and outs of the Madison Metro bus system? With RSVP of Dane County and their free Bus Buddy program, you can gain independence and explore more of Madison this summer. Visit rsvpdane.org and call to sign up.
Fry Construction is celebrating 28 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 28%. That's right, 28%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 28% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are veterans struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Does our foam insulation work? Listen to this.
The power in the neighborhood was out for 2 days in 95-degree weather. My thermostat only went up 3 degrees, and that's even with letting the dog in and out. It was very comfortable here.
And her savings were more than the insulation costs.
If you want to save money on your power bills, get USA Insulation. It makes a huge difference.
USA Insulation.
Are you over 60 and want to learn the ins and outs of the Madison Metro bus system? With RSVP of Dane County and their free Bus Buddy program, you can gain independence and explore more of Madison this summer. Visit rsvpdane.org and call to sign up.
The Labor Department says the Consumer Price Index grew at an annual rate of just 4% in May, the slowest pace in more than 2 years. Experts say the cooling inflation shows the Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes are working. New data also shows gas prices are down $1.42 per gallon compared to this time last year, pushing down overall energy costs. Amazon Web Services is back up and running after an outage yesterday affected thousands of users. Publishers like the Associated Press were unable to operate their website, while The Verge reports apps for fast food chains, Taco Bell, and McDonald's were also down due to the outage. The company says the problem was caused by its AWS Lambda function, which lets customers run code on different applications. And check fraud is on the rise again. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network says banks made around 680,000 reports of check fraud last year, nearly double the total from the previous year. Officials are now warning Americans to avoid mailing checks or, if possible, use a secure mail drop like those inside the post office. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Courtney Keeley.
Checking Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrial is down 123 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 49. The S&P 500 up almost 12. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now. The number is 608-270-2833, or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Next at noon, Pam has today's egg prices. Jacob has our complete forecast. And then today on Live Before it's time to relax. We will look at the growing trend of wellness vacations.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Well, just wanted to record a little message with Gabriel here about the awesome windows. Looks absolutely amazing. Just getting so much natural light and not nearly as much heat coming through. It's fantastic. So thank you guys so much for everything that you did. Excellent work, and would highly recommend to everybody. Thanks.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, save up to $900 on Beautyrest adjustable base sets. Beautyrest Queen mattresses start at only $399. And when you upgrade to a Beautyrest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash, plus a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Beautyrest Black Queen mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhoffels' special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
DePaco Credit Union empowers your well-being, helps you reach your goals. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Let's go, girls. Give it up for country superstar Shania Twain. They have not stopped screaming yet. Plus, from The Independent, we've got Jodie Turner-Smith on The Jennifer Hudson Show.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
We're teeing off in the 608 for a fundraiser that honors the legacy of my brother.
Tomorrow, Josh Breider shares how you can help support local students who live like Levi.
It looks like the heat will be cranking up going into next week. Join us in the morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Not enough rain yesterday.
No, that's true. Not enough rain. And I think that's going to be the mantra that we hear for a little while because now we're so far behind. It would be scary if we got enough rain in one incident to catch us up. So Wisconsin farmers continue to monitor the forecast on a very regular basis. Tell you what, though, it's nice that there's air conditioning inside the Alliant Energy Center. That's where the Wisconsin State FFA Convention is continuing their 94th annual event. Last night, big announcement on stage. A record-breaking number of members in the state of Wisconsin, 25,245. Yesterday, big chunk of the day was spent investigating what young people are thinking about for their future of agriculture. Proficiency awards and proficiency projects where students are just taking good ideas and putting them into motion. One gentleman that we visited with, a young man from up by Cambria and Friesland, started his own seed cleaning business. I mean, that's just a few examples of what young people are thinking about in a positive way to get their careers started early with the FFA. I've said it this morning. I'll say it again. I don't know why more media aren't at the FFA convention talking about all that 25,000 plus good kids and the great work they're doing in their community and in their families' lives. It'll culminate tomorrow, probably before noon, with the announcement of the 2023-2024 officer team, including their new president. Tonight, they'll name the Stars of Wisconsin, those very special FFA members and their projects, and they will be advancing to national competition in October in Indianapolis, representing the state. Our own Nate Zimdars is there doing a great job with coverage. If you want to see details, go to Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook. Barrel cheese today down 2 1/4 at 152 3/4. 40-pound block cheese down 1.5 pennies at 139. Double A butter on a Wednesday, that's up 3 1/4 cents at 238.5 per pound. 25,245 students in the state of Wisconsin that are active, paid FFA members. That's just incredible. That is a record breaker. I don't know how much more of a record compared to previous numbers, but man, we are fully back from the pandemic.
That's a lot of energetic young people.
That's right. It'll exhaust you if you're around it for a period.
25,000 of them, yeah, I think so. All right, Pam, thank you.
Yep.
We're coming back with a breaking update on the news we brought you at the top of the hour. A plane has crashed in Watertown. We do not have information yet about any injuries, but our Catherine Merck is on the scene. Catherine, what are you seeing and hearing?
Mark, I'm at Brant Quirk Park in Watertown. It's entirely blocked off as police investigate what they're telling me is a plane crash. I'm going to step outside of the camera here so you can see what we're looking at this afternoon. The Captain Dave Brower with the Watertown Police Department confirmed to me that the plane crashed near this park just after 9 a.m. It wasn't immediately clear if anybody was injured, but the captain said medical examiners have responded to the scene. Other details, including the size of the plane and how many people were on board, weren't immediately available either. People near the scene tell us that their whole house was shaking as a result of this crash. A witness told us he couldn't see the crash from his home but saw lots of smoke. Authorities, like I said, are saying that an extensive investigation is underway through the afternoon and tell us more information will be available in the coming hours. Make sure to stick with us on our platforms at channel3000.com and on our social media platforms to continue to stay updated on what's going on here in Watertown. Reporting live from Watertown, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thanks for the update. Here's Jacob now with the complete forecast.
Yeah, unfortunately, we really aren't expected to see a ton of rainfall for the foreseeable future, and we are going to continue to see the hazy weather through at least tomorrow. My guess is we will at least see the hazy weather for Friday as well. We're going to be warm the next few days with highs near 80 degrees, but then hot for next week with highs possibly near 90s, especially towards the end of the week. Now, here's a look at the precipitation comparison. From month to date, we have just under an inch, but we're over an inch behind. For the entire year, we're over 2 inches behind. But take a look, just since March 1st, we are over 5 inches behind what we normally should be. And we certainly aren't going to see enough rainfall for the foreseeable future to correct the comparison. Now here's a look at the afternoon forecast. Once again, 82 is the forecast tonight. We'll see partly sunny skies and hazy weather. Overall warmer than what it was yesterday. We could see some thunderstorms, possibly some showers, but otherwise we're mostly going to be dry. Current radar very clear across Wisconsin, and for the most part we're going to remain clear with the exception of some few pop-up showers, especially to the southwest of Madison. My guess is we probably won't see any rainfall this evening. And then as we get to the overnight hours, we'll see a few more clouds roll in, and then the cloudy skies will continue for tomorrow, but in general we'll be partly sunny with the sunshine being on and off, but we are going to be hazy tomorrow. So as a whole, you know, the sky is not going to be very blue during the afternoon. And as far as precipitation goes for the foreseeable future, we are expected to be below average, not just Madison, but really the entire Great Lakes region, as there's a lot of monsoonal rainfall occurring in the western half of the United States. Now, they definitely need the rain too, but we could use some rainfall, but it doesn't look like we're going to see much of it for the next several days. If we look at the low temperatures for tonight, we'll be right around 60 degrees, partly cloudy skies, maybe an evening shower, but otherwise we'll be mostly dry, especially in the later portions of the overnight hours. Tomorrow we'll see a high right around 80 degrees, more partly sunny skies, but more hazy weather, unfortunately. But it does look like Friday we may get a break from the haze with mostly sunny skies, but temperatures will be slightly cooler. Highs will only be in the upper 70s, but it could definitely get to 80 degrees. As far as temperatures goes, it's going to be very similar for the rest of the week. And for the weekend, you know, Sunday is Father's Day. We are going to see some possible rainfall overnight Saturday into Sunday morning, but it doesn't appear to be very significant. Temperatures aren't going to be too much different than what they are the next couple of days, but then next week, they are going to be pretty warm. And we could see that firsthand with the temperature outlook for the next 6 to 10 days, well above average across a lot of the Midwest, and the temperatures won't really get there until the end of the week, but they could get possibly to 90 degrees both Friday and next Saturday as well. Looks like it could get to 90 degrees, but overall, you know, there's not a lot of rain chances. You know, we have, you know, there's a small chance of storms, you know, Saturday night into Sunday, and a small chance of storms Thursday and Friday, but our guess is it's going to be dry for much of the day, so that's why we chose to have the partly sunny skies symbol for those days. We're really not expected to see rainfall, certainly not enough to correct the drought that we've been seeing, so unfortunately, we're going to continue to see that drought. But we do have Father's Day. We do have Juneteenth the next 10 days. Weather-wise, not going to be too bad.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Howard's making a special dessert on this special day in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
It's Flag Day, so display your stars and stripes and join us as we celebrate with an all-American dessert.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeofHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. Because around here, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after a car accident or return to the job following an injury, it's us fighting the odds and the insurance company to make sure you get the compensation you and your family deserve. No one loves a great comeback story more than Lawton Cates, which motivates us to fight for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
I would have to hold my back as I got off the rug, but I didn't want to stop sitting on the floor because that's where I do most of my teaching. After I decided my pain was too much, I went to the doctor, and the doctor said it might be my feet. Suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. After I went to the Good Feet store, I realized that you don't have to live in constant pain. They took my pain away.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Get 11% off great gifts for Dad at Menards. Cut the cord and turbocharge your next project with Bosch cordless power tools. They're designed to tackle the toughest jobs. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Faster charging speeds, longer run times, and lasting durability. Pick up the half-inch drill kit for just $69.99 after rebate. Need more power? The drill and impact driver combo kit is just $109.99 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the Bergstrom June 3000 sales event supporting Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. Help us grant wishes for kids in our communities that are battling critical illnesses. For every vehicle purchase you make in June, Bergstrom Automotive will contribute $50 to help kids in need. And for every test drive taken, Bergstrom will donate $5. Stop in and test drive today or visit BergstromDriveForDreams.com. The Bergstrom June 3000 sales event supporting Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. Help grant life-changing wishes for kids in our communities.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeofHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
In case you didn't notice it on your calendar, today is Flag Day. So to celebrate, besides proudly displaying it and wearing something red, white, and blue, we created a patriotic homemade ice cream that's also worth adopting. All you have to do is mix together a can of sweetened condensed milk, a splash of vanilla, and a couple of drops of red food coloring. To that, we stir in a package of frozen strawberries that we thawed and mashed. Now, we fold in some freshly whipped heavy cream. The key here is to do it gently so the whipped cream doesn't break down. Then we spoon this into an airtight container and into the freezer it goes to firm up. What we end up with is the best strawberry ice cream you've ever tasted. You could even top this off with a few blueberries and a mini American flag, and you've got a dessert that is Flag Day worthy. To get the recipe, go online and type in Strawberry Patch Ice Cream. While you're there, make sure you sign up for our free e-newsletter so you can get all of our TV recipes delivered daily to your inbox. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a patriotic way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Yeah. And Jacob has one final check of the forecast.
This afternoon, we're going to see temperatures a bit warmer. Highs will be in the lower 80s, but we are going to continue to see the hazy weather. Small chance of a thunderstorm, otherwise mostly dry. Tomorrow, temperatures will be pretty similar. Highs around 80 degrees, partly sunny skies, more hazy weather. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see an air quality alert for Madison for the overnight hours and early tomorrow. It looks to slightly get better by tomorrow afternoon and evening, but we'll still be dealing with the hazy skies. Temperatures will be pretty similar for the rest of this week. Highs right around 80 degrees. Then we will start to warm up starting next week for Father's Day. Mid-80s will be in the forecast, and then upper 80s and close to 90 by the end of the week. We also have very small chances of rain both this evening as well as Saturday night, Sunday, and next week, Thursday and Friday.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.
Get the Channel 3000 app, and I'll show you ways you can save time in your commute.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.